charge?
Well, listen, in boxing, everybody knows a good boxer is ring generalship. So you got to have that ring generalship, and that's what Tyson's been practicing, the ring generalship, to make Usyk do what he needs him to do, to catch him, make a mistake, and land that big punch for a knockout.
I asked Spencer Brown, Barry, if he felt this fight would go stoppage or go points. How do you see it playing out?
I have to see it for a stoppage. I've trained Tyson for a lot of things, and I expect everything from Usyk. So he's well prepared, and I expect the knockout, period.
Yeah. We've all been saying how important the jab is for both, but in particular Tyson Fury to dictate that range. Is that something you've been working on more than most?
Definitely. It's important. The jab is one of the basic fundamentals of boxing that people don't use. Even when they get an opponent hurt, they won't go back to the jab, which got them there. They'll just start throwing big haymakers and big left hooks and right hands, and they've forgotten about what actually set up the power shot was the jab.
Sugar, how good is Oleksandr Usyk? I mean, the accolades speak for themselves, but just from you, from someone with your boxing knowledge, having watched so many different boxers, you come from boxing stock. When you look at Oleksandr Usyk, just how special is he?
Listen, we both trained hard. I did a lot of thinking for this fight, and Tyson's been paying attention, and he's very focused. As Tyson stated, I mean, Oleksandr Usyk has all the credentials. There's been smaller guys moving up from cruiserweight to take over the heavyweight division, and that's what Oleksandr Usyk has done so far. Now it's time to meet Tyson Fury.
Obviously, look, the focus is on fighter versus fighter. Do you ever think of what you're doing as a trainer? As a trainer, you're going to be potentially, and it's right there at the moment, a trainer of an undisputed heavyweight champion. Do you ever think about that?
I'm only thinking about it because you and some other guys, they bring it up.
And
then it comes to me because I've never really thought about it that much. And then when I do think about it, it's a little bit sentimental because Emanuel Steward, my uncle, had the last heavyweight undisputed champion, which was Lennox Lewis.
Special, isn't it?
Oh, yeah.
Special.
I'm here for a reason.
You certainly are, and so is Tyson. That's what he continually tells us as well, that he's here for a reason as well. Final one, we're here again. We've been here, me and yourselves have been here in the Kingdom, Riyadh. We've seen big events in America. We've seen big events in the UK. We're seeing massive events here now.
Listen, this is something that I remember before Emmanuel passed away, he was talking about, probably about 20 years ago, when they were talking about doing big fights in the Middle East. And now we're here, you know, probably 12 years after he passed away. And for me to be here on this stage, in this magnificent country with these great shows that they're putting on, they're making the fights here.
They are certainly making the fights.
Yeah, the Turkey, he's putting on these fights, he's getting these fighters together. You don't have to worry about the promoters and all these disputes. Everything is set up for him here, and I think everybody's loving it. Boxing is loving it, the fighters, and then the fans are getting what they want and what they deserve.
Yeah, the fans get what they want on Saturday as well. Remember the main event, this man trains him, Tyson Fury versus Oleksandr Usyk. Let's remind you of the fight card, because it is a very, very big fight card come Saturday. All right, we'll kick things off. Isaac Lowe versus Hasbullah Ahmadi. Remember, that is a fight in the international featherweight division. We move to the light heavyweight division, the vacant WBA intercontinental light heavyweight title between Daniel Lapin and Portugal's Octavio Pudvia. We then go to the cruiserweight division. David Nyika, unbeaten, versus Michael Seitz from Germany, unbeaten. As they say, someone's O has got to go. We stay in the cruiserweight division, not a light heavyweight contest. Sergei Kovalev, the former light heavyweight king, takes on Sweden's Robin Silwin Safar. And the vacant WBA super lightweight title is up for grabs. Mark Chamberlain versus Nigeria's Joshua Wahab. And then a prospect that everyone thinks is going to go all the way. Moses Atama takes on Germany's Ilya Mezenchev. They fight for the vacant WBO Intercontinental Heavyweight title. Staying in the heavyweight division, this is a big one. Unbeaten versus unbeaten. Cuban's Frank Sanchez takes on Turkey or German. Now, I get Cavial as the final eliminator for the WBC World Heavyweight title. And then 3 titles on the line. Joe Cordina versus Anthony Kakachi for the IBF and IBO Super Featherweight title. We then move into the cruiserweight division, the vacant IBF World Cruiserweight title up for grabs. 2 former belt holders of that belt, Jaya Pattaya takes on Marius Bradis. And then Tyson Fury versus Oleksandr Usyk for everything. Not just the belts, the bragging rights. Who is the best heavyweight of this generation? Absolutely everything, ladies and gentlemen. All right, day 2 is done. It's in the book.